everyone, this is Taiki, and today I want to talk about the mental health of a vegan. So as you might know, I've received so many criticism recently due to the video that I made. Also, I wanted to make a mental health video was because as I was walking by the beach, I live very close to the beach by the way, so I take a daily walk there. There's an aquarium near the beach. It was about 5 a.m. in the morning. I was just walking down the beach and I heard a scream of a seal. I think it was a seal from an aquarium, and it sounded like, "Get me out of here." It's like, where's my mummy? Get me out of here. You know, walking is supposed to be fun, especially at the beach and the nice weather, but as soon as I heard the scream of a seal from an aquarium, my mood was light to dark. I don't know how to describe it. You know, I was depressed all of a sudden. I was walking down and I heard a scream of an innocent creature who had no idea where he or she is, and they are forced to perform in front of people just for profits. For humans. And you might know in Japan, which is my country, whaling and hunting dolphins is seen commonly, especially in Taiji area. You might have seen Seaspiracy talking about this, but aquarium actually support dolphin hunting or whale hunting. Pretty much aquarium invests in whaling. So going to the aquarium means supporting whaling or dolphin hunting. This aquarium industry is a very evil industry. Not only that, but they will take natural creatures from their habitats and bring that to human society so humans can enjoy their shop, ignoring their rights, completely ignoring their rights. And nobody seems to question how these creatures end up in a tiny facility. Compared to the ocean, it's tiny. As soon as I heard the scream, I was like, what am I doing? I say I'm vegan and I create content, but how am I not be able to save those creatures? I suddenly feel like a hypocrite. And I think this is really common among vegans to kind of feel like hypocrites, because no matter how hard you try, since the majority of the society is non-vegan, there seems to be no end to this cruel society. In order to keep fighting for the rights of animals, I think it's crucial to stay strong mentally and both physically. So I've been practicing calisthenics recently to kind of train myself and be strong enough to be confident in front of people when talking such a controversial topic as eating animals and wearing animals. And the fact that a lot of creatures are being abused and separated from their family for no reason, and they be killed at the end for no reason, no necessity, that enrages me. That's what keeps me going with the, calisthenics and also keep creating contents. But calisthenics is, although it's a great tool to cope with stress, because working out is good for the stress, not everyone is capable of doing it. I want to share with you some stress relieving way today to combat anxiety that is common between vegans. So one thing is to meditate. So meditation has been proven to be beneficial for your memory and also your mental strength. What it does is there is a anterior area of your brain, which is like a prefrontal cortex. Meditating helps strengthening this area, which is crucial for memory, planning, and decision making. There is a part called hippocampus. Maybe that's what's called, I think. So this hippocampus is where the emotions are. So if this part is strong, that means you're more tolerant against stress. So that's why I practice daily meditation, like every single day, as well as yoga, because yoga is just for, correcting my posture. What is good about meditation is it helps you look at yourself objectively. If there's something bad happens, life hits you hard sometimes, well, most of the time I think, you will be able to look at yourself with patience and calmness. And meditation, what it does is just to be in the present moment without judging things. That's what meditation is about. So that's why I highly recommend. Here's how you can do meditation. You just sit in a comfortable position. Well, I will show you actually. Sorry, this is kind of dirty. So you sit in a comfortable position like this, and you can do hands like this or this or this or whatever. Make sure it's comfortable, right? Make sure you're not hurting your back. Sorry, this is very messy. But yeah. And I hope you're breathing, because if you're not alive. Pay attention to your breath. You can either close your eyes or find a dot or something, I don't know, like a letter, something in front of you, and you just lightly drop your eyelids by looking at the dots like this. whichever you prefer. And you just have to pay attention to your breath. So feel the air coming out of your lungs through your nose. That's it. And you keep doing it for about 5 or 10 minutes, whichever you like. Small steps matter. So even just 1 minute daily is very beneficial. What is important is consistency. So this is something that you can do daily for free, anywhere you want. I'm not a Zen master, although I'm a Japanese, but I have a recommended book called Wherever You Go, There You Are by John Kabat-Zinn. This is a really great book, and also Folk Catastrophe Life. These books are great, so check it out if you want to go depth in meditation. Now, second thing I recommend for stress relieving is to have a coping repertoire. Now, what's coping repertoire? This is the list of things that you can use to stress relief. It can be your original thing. If you like walking, if you like watching TV, if you think that's stress relieving, then include that. So my coping repertoire includes meditation, walking, running, calisthenics, watching TV, drinking a cup of tea, playing the guitar, singing, hanging out with friends. But I recommend those coping strategies are free, because whenever you are feeling stressed, you want to be able to do that without any obstacle, mental obstacle, you know what I mean? So spending money can be a little bit of hassle. So what I recommend, this is scientifically speaking, by the way, is interacting with nature. So interacting with nature has been proven to be one of the best and beneficial stress relieving way you can ever think of. And also reading. Reading helps you calm your mind and calm your brain, because it uses, like I said, the prefrontal cortex of your brain, which is beneficial for your emotions. And also learning. So more you learn it, the stronger you can get mentally. Third tip for stress relieving way is to this is going to be a rule of thumb, but I like smelling lavender. This might be the same for coping repertoire, but smelling lavender helps you relieve stress. So I have a candle with me with a lavender flavor. Vegan, actually. Yeah. There's no animal testing. Or is anything like a scent candle animal tested? I don't know. Well, I checked it out. This is vegan, so I still don't know if candles are generally non-vegan. Yeah, please educate me with that candle. Whenever you feel under stress, you smell it. You can lit the fire on the candle, whatever you want. These are recommended tips for stress relieving, and I know it just sounds like a first aid kind of thing, but you have to realize that you're under stress, and when you do, you have to find a way to relieve that stress. This is crucial. So meditation, coping repertoire, listing things that you can use to stress relief, and smelling lavender is something that you can do. It's almost free. It's very cheap. Exercising is really beneficial too. So consider adding exercising in the copying repertoire. And also you can include the opposite thing, like sleeping, whatever it feels comfortable for you. Last tip I can give you is expressive writing. So this is basically writing down all of your thoughts in your brain. So what you need is a pen or pencil and a notebook and a timer. That's it. Notebook, pen, and timer. That's all you need. What you want to do is open a notebook, set a timer to about 8 to 12 minutes. That's set to be enough. So like 8 or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whichever you like, and press start. And for the period, well, let's say 8 minutes, you're gonna keep writing down every thought, any thought that pops up in your mind on your note. This is very personal, so I'm not gonna share it with you, but I do that before I sleep. Well, almost every single night. Well, sometimes I'm too tired to do it, but what this does is, if you have like negative thoughts, for example, animals being abused, and there's nothing I can do about it. If you have like a thought like that one, you're gonna keep thinking about it. So that means the brain uses its capacity to hold that thought. So basically, if you're working and if you're thinking about it at the same time, your brain is doing multitask, which is very inefficient. It affects your performance negatively. So what you can do instead is to let the thoughts out on the paper. So brain has more capacity to think about, other things. And also this is very good for stress relieving. And there's a study that practicing expressive writing is going to make you more generous. Because if you have multitask, that means you have no surplus, you have no brain capacity to think about other things. So I highly recommend that you get a timer, pen, and notebook and practice expressive writing at night. The reason why I recommend doing it at night is because at the end of the day, that's when all the thoughts are accumulated. So I do that normally at night. But time of the day, it's up to you to decide. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this content. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so much for your support again, for subscribing. I haven't been able to answer the comments because, looking at comments have been very stressful. And although I introduced a lot of stress relieving ways, that doesn't mean I'm invincible or indestructible. These are all just self-care. It's like drinking some water to kind of combat virus. That's very similar to that. It's like drinking water. So if you have a very contagious virus inside you, no matter how you try, sometimes there's no way you can control the external cause. Bear with me though. I will be back on my feet so I can look at your comments and respond to your comments. But for now, sorry, I apologize. But I appreciate your patience, I appreciate your support, and I want you to know that you're loved and I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.